Hi guys, Going Green Mom here with a garden tour update for you today. I had gotten some starts from As Your Standard on my order last month. They've now been here for pretty much a month. I guess I didn't realize when spring stuff was still needing to go out, it would still be, late April. So the pak choi is back to looking okay in the tower garden thing that my brother got me for my birthday. Thanks, Andrew, if you're watching. These broccoli and Brussels sprouts, not so much. Now, I did get the first mow in of the season this month, and as always, that's a little bit slow, but you typically are hoping to get it in before they tag you. It didn't work. They tagged me in between getting the front yard mowed and the side yard mowed. And it was late enough in the day, and they only gave me till 9 o'clock the next morning. So, yeah. I did not take breaks like I should have. And, I was worth pretty much nothing for the next couple of days as far as getting any yard work done. And that was sort of the end of our nice weather. Today, we are expecting record-breaking snow on the 20th of April. So, I'm glad I got this mowed last week. I don't think those neighbors have actually mowed yet. But whatever. So yeah, I got the mowing done. I didn't get the weed eating done. I have been kind of taking 5 minutes here or there to weed various areas, but in all honesty, the areas I've been working on, the plants that are in them tend to look a little bit grassy anyway, so it probably doesn't show a whole lot that I've been weeding. I didn't record the front part of the house because there were people out and about around me, and I didn't want to get them, and then the neighbor behind me snuck in while he was weed eating. I had kind of waited to start this until he had finished mowing. I didn't realize he was going to weed eat as well. Anyway, that thing I just moved is it's a PVC frame for a swing that's currently sitting on the deck. I don't plan to put it back on that frame, but I need to find a way to get the frame torn down and gone. In the foreground here, I still have the pot that I had a tomato plant in, there in the pink, and then in front of that, the tan one was blueberries, and still is. They somehow managed to survive, even though they sat in water 4 inches deep, including ice at times, in that pot because it wasn't draining well for some reason. We have since rectified that to some degree, hopefully in a manner that is healthy for them because I'm not the one that did it. I just know that my son took a drill out and got some drainage going. The barrel thing there in the center, that is actually a barrel stove that I bought off of, I don't know if it was Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or what, but it's actually, it could be a wood-burning stove, but they also cut a hole in the top to boil maple sap down for maple syrup, and after one season they decided, this is too much work, we aren't doing that anymore, so we just moved a grill grate over and use it as a grill. or, to burn things, because it is an enclosed burn barrel. So with the mowing out of the way, I still need to, actually, it's been a week, so I will need to go ahead and get the yard mowed again. The kids will probably actually take care of that. They like doing this because it's a paid chore, and it pays better than some. So there is the cherry tree. I did not get it moved before it started leafing out because it got so warm. And this is a mulberry tree that, in my experience, has never fruited. So it just works as a nice shade tree. We have had a beautiful flush of daffodils, and they are just starting to kind of die off and back. And they will give way to tulips and then strawberries. And I've moved a lot of strawberries out of there in the last year, and they are going full bore, settling in this spring. I also dug up a lot of iris, and they kind of got stuck in a lot of different places. So we should have a lot of iris this year. This is my main peach tree. It was planted back in either 2009 or 2010. We aren't really sure which. I'm pretty sure I moved here in 2009, but we aren't sure if it was planted in the spring or the fall. And yeah, so it is what it is. It is blooming very well, or at least it was before last night. I do believe it was supposed to frost. And then we have major freeze warnings out for tonight. So as you can see, that area, it still looked like lots of grass, but it really isn't. It's chives and spiderwort and lilies. And then there used to be a post in the center of this, and I had tulips planted around it. They pulled the sign, and so yeah, it is what it is. This is the back deck. I'm starting to get a little bit of life at the base of this Russian sage, and then most of the stuff up by the house just needs pulled out. I do have hostas back there in the corner. I did miss getting any hostas to eat this year. If you're unaware, you can actually eat hosta shoots. They taste a bit like asparagus, and they are good steamed with some butter. I did get one container dumped back here, and there is some purslane there, and some unidentified weed that looks quite at home, and lots of grass creeping in. The naked ladies are doing really well. This will die back in about a month, and then in August we will have lots of blooms. This is a peach tree I transplanted out of the compost, I believe early last year, and it is actually doing well. The rabbits did chew on it a bit this winter, but it is blooming and seems to be happy. That is a red currant bush. I also have black raspberries in there, and the strawberries I have transplanted out of here multiple times just keep coming back. So I will take it. The comfrey is coming up well. I still have an unidentified brassica left over from last fall, and my sage looks better than it has in several years. So I just wanted to leave you with some pretties here at the end. Again, these are the tulips that are out by the road. There's some yellow ones and then some others coming up.